goes. For those of you who missed last session, you found yourselves for Adam and Duncan in Crenard once more. I don't know if Adam's actually ever made it right to any of the homes in Crenard, but he has this time. You are at Cordick's Longhouse. You've been brought back here, decided to wait. His wife and child and the rest of the group from Asteris should be back hopefully soon. You spent the night, recuperated some. Aliri decided that she would take some initiative, got pushed into the fighting pits by Duncan. He made a lively bet with a former acquaintance of his, not realizing until Aliri had almost killed her that the opponent was none other than one of Cordick's young daughters. The tall and formidable Aliri had a fair bit of smitish rage in her and pressing advantage on until finally her opponent dropped with an unfatal blow. The rest of you continued to drink your blood-colored honey mead, joke around, share stories, and otherwise associate with the bugbears and their kin within Hollowfang's Den, a ranger's rest and hunting lodge kind of connected to Cordick's own longhouse. So you picked yourselves up into some hammocks, some of you slipping better than you have in a very long time. Some of you still dead asleep. But for anyone who had not yet, feel free to mark off a long rest. You find yourselves waking. If everyone who would be up bright and early wants to give me their passive perception, I'll clue you in on what's going on around you.
17.
12.
17.
10.
10. Okay.
No,
perfect.
13. Oh no, 13.
13. That's enough for Alias. I'll allow it with a 12. Regal is out cold. Some of you may have heard as he slipped into his hammock how back home he felt. Probably hasn't slept like this since, well, depends on how well you know him and how much he's shared. But he will remain out cold. For some of the rest of you, as you awake, kind of catch each other's eyes, remember where you were, him, maybe Duncan sitting out or even hopping out of your hammock already, you see some new faces within the lodge, standing at kind of that counter, kneeling, leaning in, some chat among some rangers with a couple of your previous companions. You hear the chat. He came from a cursed path, that one. Said he nearly died walking it, but yeah, his eyes were sharp. That creature's seen things, whatever he was. A frog-skinned trader brought this thing. It was wrapped up in fabrics, covered in salt. Claimed it was broken. Claimed he'd broken himself. He was sent forwards to council. Well, they paid him for it, if you believe his tale at all. Left a couple days ago, last we were here.
We're just overhearing that information.
That's part that you overheard. Yeah.
I'll tap O'Leary. Think they're talking about your frog friend? The one that hates Pam?
I mean, possibly. Frog people aren't common around here. Can't be that many frog people, surely. I wonder what thing he was talking about, wrapped up and broken.
We could ask the big boss, see what he says.
You continue
Or-
to chat and watch. You notice as eyes begin to shift their way towards your group of hammocks. As they do, the words catch up in your ears. It seems you have been identified as having been companions of this person.
Why are they looking at us?
Um,
I swear I didn't do it.
You definitely did it.
I think genuinely this time he didn't.
Sreka, yes, yes, that was his name. I remember that now. So they're friends of his.
Who's that?
Mashtal leans in, eyeing Pim as he kind of whispers. Pim, being able to hear it, along with Duncan and their 17 passives, saved their lives before we found them. After that one nearly got them all killed, from what they told.
I'll lean over to O'Leary. Yeah, they got all the information. They know how bad Pim was. Yeah, that's who they're talking about.
Really? I
Yeah,
mean,
they're even
I
talking
don't
about how
think
Pim
it
almost
was
got you
that
killed. I'm pretty
bad.
sure they were well informed.
Well, yeah, he did nearly get us. So that's um.
I feel drastically misjudged.
Right. Well,
Or
here's
appropriately
your
judged.
opportunity. Um, you got to take control of the narrative, theory. I don't know that frog guy. I wasn't around for all that, but you know, and they seem pretty fond. So this is your chance to get some information, maybe get a little benefit from his well doings. Go ahead, jump in.
No.
Come on, just no fearless, just like the fighting pit. He was like kind of grab her and just kind of shove her towards the people talking.
Hi, you you seem to be talking about us. What's
Yeah,
going on?
well, we met a strange fellow there the other day, passing over the bridge. Said that he was a companion of folks that had been part of the village. Sounds like it was you guys. Brought some shards of something, was sent on to our roof to collect some sort of reward for it. Didn't rightly know what it was. Apparently, summoned some things, maybe killed our bugbears.
What?
Apparently, wasn't true. Yeah, it had like these bits, pinkish crystal, some copper or other metal components.
Mario, what did you create?
Hey, I'm innocent in this. Well, unless something was created last session. Then
Give me
I'm
an
guilty.
investigation check, O'Leary.
Oh, that's gonna be so good. I hope that's spells, not skills. Investigation. This is amazing. Ooh, 18.
18. He is describing the same contraption that you guys found at the tree. However, last you had heard, Duncan said he brought it here. The leader had shattered it, and it had been taken north to the city of beasts. This guy is claiming that Zreka apparently showed up with it and took it to a reef to sell it.
Duncan,
Yes,
come
yes.
here.
Dad.
You'll walk on over, hand on shoulder. What's up?
Um, you took that device to Brumbabar, didn't you?
No, I brought it here, and the elder
Oh.
just destroyed it and took the remains somewhere else.
So these people are frog friends. They're saying that he had one, but that we gave it to him. But you already brought one here? Is there a second of us?
Nah, he said he had been working with you. Said he shattered himself, though.
Then someone is either misinformed or there's two of those things, which would mean there's probably more.
Leshtul kicks back in. I expect maybe there were two of them if he was looking for a reward, since you had already been paid for yours, unless he somehow got his hands on that one.
That means he would have to somehow outpace your village's people, got it from them, and then brought it back. Which I don't think he was that fast, as I'll look down at O'Leary.
I mean, that's impressively fast of you, dude, because we were some days' journey from here when we separated. Um,
Also, I don't know if he even knew about the thing that was found originally, unless you all told him.
Well, he was there when you told them all. I don't know if it ever got
yeah.
described, but
Oh,
he was
okay.
definitely there when you told them all.
Oh, yeah. So that would have been days in between.
A number of days ago. Yep.
Yeah. So I would definitely suggest that there was a second one somewhere that he came across. Was he by himself?
You see, as the couple that had first been talking about it kind of look you up and down, shift their gaze to Leshtul. He gives them a nod, still kind of squinting at you all as he's processing timelines and everything out in his head. They kind of look up at you. Well, he'd claimed he had been on his own, but there were other tracks over the bridge. Those ones curved and went east. I think maybe 3 sets, but they're weird. There was two really big sets, a tiny set, probably smaller than even his, points to Pim, and then a weird set. It had like, I don't know, almost one big boot, one tiny foot. Disappeared, heading east into the Otheum woodlands.
The two really big sets. Would they have been trolls, maybe?
Leshtoll's face lines up with yours as he gains some understanding. The other bugbear kind of looks at you curiously for a moment. You know what? Trolls make sense for the big set. I've known I saw those somewhere. Bigger than any troll I remember seeing, though.
I look over to where Ragul is sleeping. I'm like, no, let him sleep, please.
Just to confirm, we have confirmed that Regal is sleeping and not dead, right?
Yes, you can safely assume he is sleeping comfortably and
Okay.
not dead.
Okay.
You're welcome to do an investigation or insight check or a
No,
medicine check if
I
you'd
don't know if
like.
Adam cares that much.
Can I poke him with a stick?
Sure.
Wait,
If he sneak attacks you, it's on you.
that was Eric. I did that too.
And I'm
Yes.
sure he took that well. Eric always takes that stuff well.
That was Orphis. You were there for that.
Oh, yeah.
Adam,
So, yeah.
this sounds very much like Buddy and Greg, but I don't Who could the third set be?
Wasn't there a second brother?
So,
But this is
I th-
tiny. They're saying smaller than Pim.
well, wasn't the other brother like a foot tall?
Yeah, but that's the small foot and the big foot because he was regrowing, wasn't he? That's what I'm assuming.
Maybe one foot's
So,
growing faster than the other.
yeah. Okay. Well, maybe
Yeah, because
there's
he had the big hand.
another bit of a brother that's also regrowing and is small.
Yeah, but who would
And
the
then there's
tiny set be?
that's the small brother,
The,
right?
the small one?
Not the small one, but another small one. If they're just gonna keep making new trolls,
You all watch as Duncan struggles to contain the mental image in his mind. Not only did you all keep around and ally yourselves with a troll that many of you thought were eating him one limb at a time, he is now realizing that you've taught him how to make an endless army of biting off his own fingers and toes and cloning himself over and over and over into a mega troll army.
I mean, how have trolls not worked that out before? That'd at least be one smart troll in the world.
yeah, that's Bloodbane.
Oh yeah.
It never happened, it never would have happened until the half troll brother figured it out.
The world is now doomed.
So,
All thanks
so
to you guys.
the one troll with an N over 10 finally figured it out.
Um,
This
the
is
small
fun.
set wouldn't be gnomish, would it? Is that possible?
God, Pim has an evil twin.
I'm not
It
a
probably
gnome,
is a
am I?
Oh,
Yeah, I
actually,
am.
yeah, I thought so.
I probably am. I don't even know.
I mean, it might
It's an
have
absolute
been.
melt.
It didn't look like a gnome boot, but might have been the appropriate size. Suppose gnomes can buy or make boots just like anybody else. Looks at him's boots. Yeah, yours are gnomish. Smell more like a halfling to me, though. Friend of
I wish I
yours?
were a halfling.
Um,
Is
not
Peter
a.
saying that?
No, that's Pim.
Okay, I had to check.
This sounds very. mm, I don't even know if Larry should be putting this together actually, because
Well, I know Pim isn't.
Well, there's a troll army with a side of gnomes heading east.
with an 8 intelligence, he is not putting this together. I will stop there because that's completely out of character.
Adam knows everything. He's just not saying it and assumes that the rest of the party would have figured it out already.
Okay, I have an 11. Who's the smartest one?
What,
I've got a
intelligence?
12.
Yeah.
Probably not me. I think I'm the dumbest. I have a 9.
No,
So
I am
it's
I am
Yeah.
dumber.
it's Duncan with his +1.
Goblins. And Regal is 10. So,
Down to you, Duncan.
No
I
offense
put
to your
this together
friends,
for you.
but better the trolls head to the moorlands than down here, I say.
Hey, upside, that means if there's that many footprints, they probably found their brother, which means you don't have to worry. Your Leary conscious clear. He did it.
yay!
Yay!
Oh.
Um, but
Now, if one of you want to message me your beautiful insight, I can say it out loud for you. But I think that's where Duncan's going to leave it. Like, oh, well, problem solved. We don't have to worry about it.
uh, Renee, the name. that was taking us to the tree.
Ready? Yep.
Yeah, that's the only gnome I can think of, but he would have never met Bloodby unless he somehow took a
Well,
long
Well,
way. And they ran into each
we
other.
don't know where he went, did we?
Pim.
After
Pim is
his-
a gnome. You all know Pim. I
Pip
know he
doesn't
doesn't
know
have
if
a
he's a
beard.
gnome, so
He claims to be a gnome.
I have gnomish body parts.
so did Bloodby in a bag.
Were they
And you
old enough
all
to be
ate
Pim's
them.
parents?
I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now.
Well,
Or Schnookums.
oh,
Well, should we
shit.
follow the armies? Maybe they're going to fight an important battle and we need to help.
Adam starts shaking his head with his eyes wide open.
Well, I think we should do it unless Adam actually speaks.
I think we should go after Shreka.
I see
Who?
Adam looks at Pim and just waves bye.
Well, I think that it's a great idea for you to back up your whatever say your blood brother. That's your blood brother, right? You should go and help him.
But you're my brother too, Duncan.
Oh no, we are not at all related. It's okay.
Yes,
I believe in you.
I'm
You can go. I believe in you.
Duncan.
I'll be okay.
You're
I'll
in
be okay.
denial.
Never been to Egypt, Peter.
I don't want to hold you back from your duty. So you go ahead and you go help that troll. I'll handle
No,
things here.
I feel deep in my spirit that my other brother, Duncan, needs me. So I'll be sticking around.
I am telling you I do not.
Well, just because you say that doesn't mean you're correct. You don't know what's on the horizon, so you
just don't-
might need me.
You know what? You're absolutely right, but I feel like with the horrors that are happening off to the east, based on what you were saying, I think they need you more. This
But
party
they
already has a
have
druid.
entire armies. They have an army of gnomes there, so they're well protected.
They don't have anyone like you, Pim.
An army of me? Come on.
You're an
But
army of
you
one.
get the original.
Certainly a weapon.
For anyone who thinks they might remember, you guys re-killed the army of zombie gnomes. Rennie was all that was left.
Yeah. Rennie wasn't zombie though, he was still no.
Last we saw him, he was crying in a.
Last you did a divine sense. Yes, he did not run away from you. As near as you know, he was not a zombie. That is correct.
Okay.
It was
I'll
the
be right back.
gnomes, the hobgoblin, the ogres. I think that was all the dead things that he's fought.
Mario, you look so intense right now. Like,
It's the way Adam has started looking at Pim regularly now.
I knew I shouldn't have put that itching powder in his armor.
Once was an accident, twice is just rude.
Right, what are we doing? We go chase Shreka?
We really have no idea what we're doing.
No, we
No, we
don't.
absolutely
That's
don't.
why I suggested we
Your
follow the army. But
previous
where's
plan was
where's
to
Shrek?
wait for Lady Olios to return, and then Cordic and company. We were going to head back to Broombaba for another council meeting to discuss what they learned as well as what you had learned and done. Your plan was to travel with them all back to Brindlebaugh so Leary could go home, and then nobody had really talked about what you were all going to do at that point. I think Duncan
So
had mentioned to somebody at some point that maybe you just find somewhere else to be since there was so much craziness going on here. Some of you had said you had to go find the trolls. Yeah, I think
so the
that's.
trolls and gnomes are on their way back to Broomba, whatever. And
Let me switches to the map here. So you guys are here in the forest, Grenade. This is the bridge. Pim and or the rest of the group knows Rekka said something about the eyes of the lake. Bugbears are telling you that the tracks that you think are the trolls and gnomes are heading east along the river. You guys came from north of the river. Bloodbee said something about climbing out of the water.
What if the gnomes are being chased by the trolls?
that wouldn't happen because Bloodbee's there.
Bloodbee didn't eat any.
And
What?
there's other trolls in the world too.
Mm.
Yeah, but now we're united, gnomes and trolls, okay? It
Oh, yeah,
might have
Bloodbee
taken a few
absolutely
whacks in the
loves
head, but I eventually made peace with a troll. So that means all gnomes have made peace with all trolls. That's how it works.
Adam walks over to Pim as Pim says this out loud and just looks at him deep in the eyes, and he wants to roll an insight check to see. He's sure at this point that Pim's trolling. He can't actually mean a comment that dumb. Okay, did roll pretty
I
high.
choose to reveal. Yeah, he
What?
would.
So you were trolling.
No,
Because I rolled. Oh, you legit meant it.
yeah.
Okay, so Adam rolled a 17. He definitely picks up on that and just looks at him like, and just he just stares at him, sort of shakes his head, then smacks his own forehead and walks off.
Pim does the same thing and turns around and walks in the opposite direction. He just doesn't get it.
The bugbears all start making bets thinking that you guys are taking your 10 paces to have a duel.
So I know my opinion doesn't matter because everybody's smarter than me, even though I'm the second smartest person in the group. And
Actor.
and we won't even touch on how much wiser I am than everybody. You know.
Actor.
Yeah.
You're older.
No, Tim's not older. I think because there are 7 numbers on this map that we have laid out before us, that we should roll 1d7 and see which one we should go to.
That renowned 1d7, that 7-sided dice everyone has.
Yeah, see?
Absolutely.
So roll 1d7. We're going to 7.
Oh, I got a 6 though. Oh, no, highest roll does win, so I guess that's fair. 7's not exactly far away either.
Yeah, I mean, we're halfway there.
Are halfway there.
And we're living on a
So
prayer.
we could swing by the many hosts of Elgrathad or
Well,
whatever
all
that says that I
7.
can't.
That's where
All
we are.
7 numbers are the many hosts of Yggdrathad. They're the 7 villages of Yggdrathad. The
So
many.
what village is at 7?
Village at 7 is the one that you started at, Dodafer.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to go back there.
So the dice don't matter. Oh, interesting. That's a very
Well,
interesting, Peter.
you did roll a
My
6.
roll was too slow. Snooze, you lose, they say.
I didn't know we started at 7. I thought we started up there at where that little red circle is to the northeast
To the
We started.
in the
northeast.
red forest.
You guys started here. Then you traveled to the red circle. Now you traveled back to here. But you,
Eventually.
Pim, came from here, where you grew up,
I'm
to
not confused
here,
at all.
where you traveled with the Hill Queen, to here, and then to here.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to Duncan and ask him where he wants to go.
Last, Duncan was a part of a conversation. You were waiting in Crenad for the Lady Oleos to return, and then you were traveling with them to Broombaba.
Okay, I have hereby decided we are going to Broombaba.
That makes sense. I mean, we passed by it anyway to our roost, if that's where
That's because
Shafi's
I'm
really
wise.
gone. Uh-huh.
All right. So, is there anything else anybody would like to do for the next day or two as you hang around in Crenad waiting for?
Travel to Broombaba or Broomaha or
Are you going on ahead or are you waiting for them to go?
well,
O'Leary
I
wants to
can't leave
go
my
on
brother
ahead.
behind.
Adam wants
And
to go off by himself to do some shopping.
Leary, what did you say?
O'Leary wants to go on ahead. She's
You want to go
worried.
on ahead? Okay. Cool. What are you looking for, Adam?
Uh, Adam has no money at all. Literally zero anythings. But has got some items that if he were, in theory, not particularly focused on adventuring for a while, then he could sell some items to acquire himself accommodation.
All right.
So he wants to go and see what he could get for his potion of vitality. And if that's enough to get him a comfortable abode for a while to avoid constant near death and putting up with Pim.
All right.
So I figure he'd probably go to a
So,
apothecary would be the place to try and sell a potion of vitality. It's got to be worth something.
okay, so Adam, could you take this leather armor and see if you can get about 5 gold for it? And anything over that you could keep? And bring me back my 5 gold?
you're going to try to sell gnome-sized used armor to a bunch of bugbears? Or is this the hobgoblin armor that you're wearing? Which one's the leather?
I think it'll fit a gnome.
There's a gnome
I
army
think it
coming
was
through.
my original armor.
Was your original armor? Okay. So yeah, it's gnome-sized. Got it.
Okay. Adam will take that armor because, of course, he hasn't said any of this out loud, so no one knows. But actually, how does Pim know that I'm going shopping? Fine, whatever. It's fine. Pim asked that randomly, and that made Adam think, yeah, I should do some shopping. I could do with some coin. And so he takes the leather armor and he goes off to an armory of some sort to see if he can sell that. Then he'll go to a apothecary to see if he can sell his potion of vitality.
Okay.
Are we in a town?
Yeah.
You're not so much in a town.
Oh, I thought they
Grenade,
were.
although a village, is more of a bunch of familial longhouses scattered throughout the forest and marsh
Oh.
area here.
So there's no armory or apothecary. Totally fair. This isn't.
Well, if you're roaming the forest for some undetermined amount of time, then you'll
No,
probably be
I
able to
in
find
my
what you
head
need.
I thought this was more of a town than a village, so my mistake.
Yep, it's called a village, but it's not so much a village.
I
Each
nonetheless pack Pim's leather armor and put it aside.
as soon as Pim is gone, you know that you can sell it here, probably for a third of what its new cost would be. That being said, it might actually fit somebody in Broombaba, so you might be able to get a little bit more.
There we go. Worth a try.
They're only worth 10 gold, so
Yeah, but I'm really charismatic.
It's probably not going to fit a bugbear. It might fit a goblin. So,
If you can find someone that speaks infernal to chat with, you'd be just fine. You like to try and sell to.
no infernal. Razza speaks abyssal.
Oh, and he's not the person I'm trying to sell to anyway.
All right. So as you busy yourselves throughout the day doing whatever it is that you do, the next day stretches onwards and onwards. No sign of the lady and her companions. Some of the village grows restless. The rest seem not too worried at all. Probably about mid afternoon by the next day, you do see as Zalin, her son, and their companions make their way back into the village. So Zalin Olios was a drow, the Kryn representative for Crenad. She is old, though looks young because she's a drow. So she has been in Crenad with the bugbears for quite a while. Helps bridge the cultural divide between not only the bugbears and the other villages, but the villages and the Kryn dynasty. She is deeply respected for her wisdom and her ability to mediate disputes, and has become a symbol of strength and adaptability within the community. She has almost black cherry skin and long white hair that falls just past her shoulders. She has a gentle face with purple eyes, like vibrant amethysts. Even in low light, her eyes shine very brightly. She had went with their half-son to see her sister in Astros. Her sister is the ruling den mother for Astros since before the Wars of Ash and Light. Some of you might remember them from the council meeting. Others may remember your conversation with her at the Stacked Tankard before you headed out, along with two other drow ladies. As she returns, she disappears for a while with Cordic, and eventually calls you all to come forward. As you enter, you see her sitting there, their family kind of all nestled up along the longhouse fire pit, kind of chatting, some of their closer advisors, family allies, those such a thing. And she waves you all forwards. You just find yourselves space on the logs sitting in front, and she turns to speak to you all. Her tone patient yet serious, speaking
In
as
infernal.
one trusted to carry such knowledge between people. The fragments you brought me from the Vermalock. As you are probably aware now, I took them to Asris. My sister Zethris confirmed what we had feared. They were the remains of a device known as an abyssal anchor. These anchors are not mere myths, as once thought. In the days of the calamity, the betrayer gods, their demon generals, used them to hold open wounds in the world, binding our lands to the abyss. They turned Zorahas and other areas into a battlefield of horrors where they released the monsters that did not belong here into the world to fight their wars. And when the war was ended, most had believed that such devices were destroyed forever, their craft gone and forgotten with those that had been banished at the loss of the war. But the anchors returned. Not even a generation ago, in Asteris, one was uncovered and destroyed. Another in a logging village closer to Roshana in the edges of the Vermaloc Wildwoods. It was also broken. A band of adventurers, peace brokers, allies of the Kryn dynasty, long ago known as the Mighty Nine. They had given their blood to end them, first answering my sister's call and destroying one and being sent to investigate another. But these ones had been proven to be newly made, not relics or forgotten from the past, but these ones thought to be forged in secret by a cult that served something just as sinister. They'd called themselves the Angels of Iron. The dynasty had learned this much, but beyond that, the Nine had tracked them back to the Dwendalian Empire, where we thought that all had ended. Now, with what you found beneath the Vermaloc, the truth is plain. Someone, again, has revised this craft. The anchor that you destroyed was not ancient. It was fresh, still humming with the unstable magic from when we had struck it down. Zethris says that its patterns and spellwork match with the anchors that were forged in Asteris long ago, bearing some similar marks, yet different in their craft. That tells us where this began. In Azeris, once more, knowledge of the anchors was reborn or stolen, and those who carried it had already departed. We've traced them south back to here, through the lands of the many hosts.
What Adam's hearing from that is that we're screwed. Cool.
If they are who we think we are, we believe that their path led them towards the Draconian city and its port, where they can reach, and their evils might spread further still. They did not travel alone. They had been guided by our own soldiers, bringing them to our Ruth and out of the Broken Veil march through to Osiris as well. From our understanding, this same group likely left before our last council meeting, claiming to have taken those that they rescued back to ports to be returned home. Whether deceived or corrupted or complicit, I don't know. But my sister is starting to doubt their story. We're not sure how far this group has spread, farther than any of us would have wished by now, or how many more of these devices they have. But I tell you this so that you understand. What you faced at the Vermaloc Wood is not an isolated blight, as we have now confirmed with the discovery of another. It is one piece of some greater design, one that has already brushed against our councils and our villages. The anchors have returned, and someone has not finished their work. She pauses for a moment, looks forward, leans over slightly, her voice kind of lowered. That is all what I can share for now, but I fear there will be new revelations when we meet with the council once more.
I'm sticking with what I said a moment ago. It just sounds like we're screwed.
Portic
Seems
kind of stands up, grasps his wife's hand for a moment, lets go, looks at each of you. Head, we have known the potential dangers of what we sent you towards. I would not have made the choice myself, but we should have faith in Igrathad, for the shrines had chosen you all, and though against the odds, we would think now you proved yourselves worthy and came out discovering this secret and allowing us to gain some understanding of the potential threats that were looming around us. For that, I will not apologize, but know that we appreciate the dangers we unknowingly asked you to face.
Adam puts his hand forward, indicating, okay, pay. In fact, he's gonna say out loud, say, okay, pay.
He looks at the boots on your feet, looks to his wife once more, looks to Duncan, turns his attention back to you, Adam.
Duncan just starts cracking up. He tries.
Speak plainly, Golden One. What is it that you're asking?
He just looks at him very deadpan right in his eyes and says, "Hey."
Those are the most words he's said out loud at once in the entire time I've known him.
Except when he casts command every so often.
Yeah. So based on that, I think he expects more based on your acknowledgement and the dangers that they have faced.
And the fact that he's left that last thing with 0 gold and 0 silver and 0 copper.
Got magic boots, and they paid off your debt to the demon. Yeah, so with a 19 insight, what does Adam mean by pay? Because the DM doesn't know.
Oh, he means Adam wants money, reward, loot, bounty, treasure. I've run out of my
So
inner
does
thesaurus
Pim.
is limited.
Okay.
Yeah, Pim also has no money. Everyone else left with some money to their name, and these two did not.
Well, you did, because after returning, Duncan gave you all gifts that were part of the reward, as well as brought back enough money that you guys could get your way out of whatever debt the demon had claimed for you all. So whether Adam thinks it or not, they paid you quite handsomely. But now that he knows that you don't feel so, that's perfect.
I mean, in Adam's mind, the demon debt was only accumulated by doing this job. It only existed because of this job. So the debt is theirs, not his.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's right.
That's in his mind. What you can
Yep.
decide what you want, and he's not
Nope.
going to elaborate that.
That's perfect.
Adam doesn't. He stood up for this, and he's just still standing with his. He's not like thrusting his hand out, but it's just in front of him with the palm up, waiting.
Um, Got to figure out what he's.
Tim will come to stand next to Adam and do the perfect impersonation of the way he's standing.
And Adam then sighs and sits down. Knowing his argument's just been lost. Though, mind you, I feel like saying, "Hey, I could have been able to roll a persuasion check."
Yeah, you could have rolled a persuasion check. I was just going to give it to you. I was just trying to figure out A, what you were looking for, and B, what he has on him.
I think it needs a persuasion check, especially given that's all he said. I don't think you should just give it to me. I think he has to kind of earn it.
But I think my explanation of your actions gives you an advantage.
Oh, well, I mean, it didn't matter with a nat 20 plus 7.
Oh,
Probably glad I rolled,
That
actually.
20 plus 7. Oh, that's Pim's I'm looking at. Okay. I was like, it says 14, but Pim rolled the persuasion.
That's a good way for my first roll of the day to be. I think it's my first roll in a couple of weeks.
I'll have you know that 14 is my highest roll of the month.
Oh, it was
Okay,
a really
so-
good roll. It was a really good 14. Solid, strong 14.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Because I wasn't getting over a 10 the other day.
As you sit down, his eyes shift to Pim, still standing there with his hand out after you went and sat down. He mutters something in Goblin that O'Leary will understand, along with Regal if he wasn't still sleeping. But I don't think any of the rest of you do. And as he does, he disappears for a moment while the DM determines what it is that he may actually have on him. Roll me a D100, Adam.
71.
71. He is going to come back with a. Where did it go? There it is. A decanter of endless water. And he'll look to you, and if you are still sitting, he'll hand it to Pim, and then walk out.
Oh. Yeah, I don't want this. Here, Adam.
It's like, just stares at it like, I think he sighs audibly.
You know,
Puts it in his bag.
you could get into a lot of mischief if you were a gnome and you had that. So keep it out of my hands.
So
For anyone who cares to know, it probably seems like it is a family heirloom of sorts and something very important to this bugbear, even if it means absolutely nothing to Adam.
Oh my God, guilt trip.
Duncan will thank him as he's leaving.
Yeah, he'll kind of stop, nod to you with mutual respect again, Duncan. Yeah, he doesn't seem offended at all. He kind of admitted that it was a bigger ask than he had realized at some part. And yeah, just gave you what he had or could think of.
Adam almost feels bad for accepting it, but he's meh, he should.
Tim doesn't feel bad because he didn't accept it.
Taking it and giving it to somebody else is accepting it. Okay.
No, not in Pim's mind.
So when is the meeting? Did they give an exact date?
Lady Olios looks at you. We will head out tomorrow, maybe the day after we arrive, to give others time to come.
Okay. I look forward to making the trip, and hopefully there's good news.
Your eyes shift to Illyri, as she had already mentioned. Perhaps you guys leaving early rather than waiting. I'm unsure if her mind has changed now or not. But Panda was away, though Duncan was there for it.
Oh, um, in that case, um, I think we'll head out, and
Why?
we'll see them
I
all
don't
soon.
think she decided. She just kind of mentioned it, and nobody really answered her. That was all.
Then Duncan will take
Yeah, she
charge
still wants to
because he
go.
wants to make sure. Any objections to making the trip early?
Adam just shrugs,
Sounds good.
as usual.
Yeah, is are only going to be there
All
like
right.
half a day or so early at this point. But you are welcome to set off.
All right, then we shall do so.
Okay. And as you gear up and head out towards Broombaba, anything anybody else needs or would like to ask before you go?
Can I sell my spare battle axe? Shall I say
Yes,
earlier?
you can. It'll be half whatever the regular value is, as it's used.
What's it for me? Illyri's antsy to get moving.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I need in the immediate, unless they. No, I think we're fine. All Duncan wants is a new tattoo, which you can't get here.
You cannot.
I reckon
Soon.
Adam could give you a tattoo via Eldritch Blast if he really tried.
You probably could.
I'm sure you could.
All right. Use load up your gear. Say your goodbyes and head off towards Rumbaba.